Hey, Ed here from 10,000 Foot View, and I've got another Google Ads quick tip for you today. So just before I jump into it, I want to remind you to please subscribe to the channel. We do post updates once or twice a week, and we'll keep you up to date with all the changes at Google. So today I want to talk about PMAX campaigns and in particular mistakes that we find when we audit prospect accounts that prevent good performance. So the first one and probably most obvious one is when you're running lead gen through PMAX without a shopping element and you don't run a companion search campaign, PMAX really doesn't have any keyword data upon which to base the query targeting. So often leads to failure. We'll often get into a Google Ads account and they literally just have a PMAX campaign for lead gen. And the truth is, it can work given time. If you throw enough money at it, Google can slowly figure it out. But you're way better off feeding that with a companion search campaign. The second one we see is not providing a comprehensive audience signal. Oftentimes we'll get in there's like no signal at all, or there's just like a very basic, um, you know, target this interest group or this end market group. What you need to be doing is ensuring that you include your customer list, remarketing visitors, and then definitely, a few relevant in-market targets, potentially affinity. But the more comprehensive, the better. And definitely the customer list is the most important thing, whether that's uploaded or whether you've created a list of converters. That's really going to help Google a lot to determine who should be targeted. Okay, the next one that we run into a lot is setting a target that is too aggressive. So for example, starting a campaign with a target ROAS that's, 1,000%, or if it's lead gen, setting, a target CPA that's just way too low as a starting point. And what'll happen is the campaign will tend to run for like maybe 30 days or even just a couple weeks, and eventually will just peter out because Google cannot hit your target. So for that reason, I mean, if you don't really have a lot of kind of historical data on, like, say, your search campaign or standard shopping or other PMAX, what you want to be doing is either setting like a really generous target to let Google do its thing, or just running max conversion value or max conversions as a starting point until the campaign kind of gets its footing after about a month, and then you can start to set targets to kind of rein that into where you want to be. And the next one is using URL expansion and automated creatives, turning that on. And it's okay if you're using PMAX for shopping and you have, 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 pages of products, then definitely letting Google expand the ads, like the search ads and the display ads, to target a variety of different product pages is a good thing. But when you're running lead gen and you only have like essentially one basic offer and you're running like a 20-page website, or maybe you have like a 10-page website and a big blog, there's little point to letting Google advertise your blog articles or your contact page or any of that stuff. So just turn it off. Oftentimes, Google just get confused and could be spending a lot of money on pages that have no chance of converting. So just turn that off. Again, for shopping, it's okay, but for any type of lead gen, you definitely don't want to use those features. And the last one that we come across quite often is not using keyword themes. And this is a more recent development as Google has launched keyword themes for PMAX very recently, and it is really helpful at kind of letting the PMAX target the right type of keywords for that campaign goal. And a great example of this is if you have three search campaigns that are targeting different audiences with different offers. Maybe you have like three different services you offer. You definitely want to replicate that setup in your asset group so that each asset group has a keyword theme that's appropriate for it. Otherwise, Google really doesn't have a lot to go on, and it will take some time for it to figure things out. So again, keyword themes, I believe it's open beta now, so maybe not all advertisers have access. All of our clients do because we're a premier agency. But once you see that available feature, you should be going in and adding the up to 25 keywords. Just grab your top 25 performers, like the ones that generate the most conversions, and just dump them in there as broad match, and you'll be good to go. So those are the things I often see in PMAX when I do an audit, for prospects that are basically going to cause PMAX to fail. If you avoid those things and you follow best practices, you're very likely going to see good results with PMAX. I will also link to like our PMAX article. It's basically a how-to on how to build them to be effective. If you follow those things, then I'm sure you'll have lots of success. That's it for today. I will see you next time.